So here it is, my brand new 2019 Suzuki GSXR 750. I recently turned in my 2009 two-tone orange and black 600. Loved my old bike, rode for 6 years, but I needed something just a little bit more, just faster and a little bit bigger for my body. And just like any squid that gets a brand new GSXR, I went full on just cracking squid, Leviathan squid, and went out and bought as many mods as I possibly could. Wanted to make sure that this new bike was as pretty as my old one, because that last bike was absolutely gorgeous. It was completely modded out as well. So first things first, what I did here is I put on a TRC-D slip-on exhaust from Yoshimura. Love this exhaust, it sounds super nice. Dual pipe right there. Carbon, stainless steel. This probably took me about 20 minutes to get on. I did all these mods myself, wanted to save myself some money and learn more about my bike and the ins and outs, and I gotta say I learned so much about motorcycles after this. Got the Spiegler front and rear brake lines, went with the red banjo bolt, red line, going into another red banjo bolt right there. I love how this just flows into the wheel, just looks like it fits just perfectly. Took me and my buddy about 3 to 4 hours to do the front and back ones ourselves, and also do a brake reservoir I'll show you in a bit. Luckily he races motorcycles, so he was able to give me a little bit more help than I would have been able to do it by myself. So got the 2 lines running up to the master cylinder. Usually on a stock bike you have a double banjo bolt here that has the two brake lines running into it. What we did here is we just did the 2 at the top and 1 on each side of the motorcycle here, so that we get equal pressure at the same time. Love the red. Another thing is I wanted a black motorcycle with red accents. I did not want a black and red motorcycle, so I just wanted stuff that would highlight the bike a little bit, so you won't see too much red. You got the Shogun frame slider, carbon frame slider with the end cap. Love that. Had another friend help me do this. Probably took us about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get this entire fender off on both sides and get those slip-ons on. I didn't want to drill into the side of the fairing, so these were the next best things. Got the Decepticon logo there, because if this motorcycle was a Transformer, it would be a Decepticon. On the top here, you can see I have the Rizoma 7/8 bar grip and the Rizoma bar end. Just enough red to make the bike pop a little bit. Here's the Rizoma brake reservoir. Just so you know, this comes separately from this. So if you want to get this, you have to buy one of the 3 stationing things here separately. So just remember that. Doing the brakes, like I said, probably took us 3 to 4 hours to do. I have the CRG brake and clutch levers, the RC2 versions. This probably took me, I don't know, 20 minutes to put on the brake and 20 minutes to put on the clutch. Actually, accidentally broke the clutch bolt by going counterclockwise underneath it to untighten, but when you're going from the bottom up, counterclockwise actually tightens it, so I had to run to a junk dealer who had a Suzuki GSXR and gave me that bolt from the bike. So luckily got lucky on that. What else do I got here? So I got the Stompgrip tank protectors. One with black, did not go through with a see-through. I also got the GSXR top tank protector, and I didn't know if I was gonna like this, but it actually turned out looking really nice for the fuel protector. I also got the ram mount as well. On the back here, I have the Suzuki Cowl, carbon cowl. You can find these on Amazon for 20 bucks, the ones that are made from China that aren't real carbon, but I went with the authentic deal. Also on the back here, I have the Yoshimura Fender Eliminator kit. Has LED lights underneath it so that it actually pops up, so you can see the light. Usually you have that thing that sticks out all the way back here, so glad I got that on. That probably took me 2 hours to get on as well, just learning the ins and outs of the bike. Let's see, I got the Puig double bubble windscreen on the top here, one with all black. Wanted a more aggressive look from the front of the bike. Also, these wheels, unfortunately, 65 miles in, I ended up running over a nail on my rear wheel, so I ended up having to replace the wheels right away. I was going to replace them anyways, but these are the Pilot Power 2CT front and rear wheels. I haven't really broken them in yet, just because I just got them. And what else do I got here? I actually installed a light kit as well. Probably show you at the end of the video when it's darker here, but there is a button here which runs into the seat. So here's the rear, so you can see this. Got some there, here, and in the front. When I hit the brakes, it actually turns red, so I'll show you that later. And let me show you what the bike sounds like with exhaust on. One second. Sounds great. Yeah, way better than the stock muffler. And yeah, if you stay tuned towards the end of this video, I will show you what this looks like at night. Peace. So sorry if it's a little loud, but as promised, here is the bike with the light kit that I installed. 2 lights in the front, lights on the side, lights on the interior here as well, and then lights on the back. So with this app, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, get rid of this, I can play with the color scheme on this bike. So if I do this, change it to whatever colors I want. You can soften the colors, make them thicker, darker. All with this app. Another cool feature about this light kit is that when I hit my brakes, it actually turns red. So I usually keep it on white as I'm driving around so I don't get pulled over by cops. But when I hit the brakes, they just go boom, red like that. Let's see if I can get a really good red in here. Yeah. So that is the bike. This light kit probably took me about 5 hours to figure out how to do everything. All the pieces are inside next to the battery for controlling the actual power source. But yeah, that's my brand new Suzuki 2019 GSXR 750.